Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'll be doing my monthly budget for the month of, what is it, October. Okay, October until November. Once again, sorry about any background noise. Baby's asleep, toddler's at school, but the dogs are wrestling and Princess Peach just keeps on trying to, I think she actually might be trying to mount my other dog. She's a crazy puppy, I don't know what she's doing. She does actually have her last round of puppy shots this afternoon, so I can finally, once we get the all clear, take her for walks and start walk training her. She's got a lot of energy that needs to be worn off, so let's go straight through. So let's see what I've got left in my wallet. There are some coins that I will unstuff. This month was pretty crazy. I went over budget by a lot. Don't know how. So groceries has nothing in it. I did stuff 1,000 this month. It actually ended up about minus 50, I believe. I had to use 50, I think it was from my own spending money to pay at the register when I was there, because I didn't have enough for the last shop that I did. But that is because I bought a stand mixer from Aldi. It was the same as one I had previously, like the same kind of, it was like, you know, the same brand and everything, but the quality was not up to par. So I actually have that sitting there ready to return. So that was $70. So that did come out of my grocery money. So technically I'm not over. Technically I have $30 remaining, but I just haven't returned that yet to get the money back in there. So I should be able to do that today or tomorrow and get that money back, and I'll put that straight back into groceries. Actually no, I'll put the remainder back in groceries, and then I think it was 40 or 50 back into my spending that I covered it with. Petrol actually does still have half of it, still has 70, but I do need petrol I think today or tomorrow as well, so when I go out I will do that. Takeaway has nothing. We did actually go out on the weekend. Last weekend we had my friend's 3-year-old stay with us for, it was like over 24 hours. So we went out and we all had lunch out and that, but I took the money for that out of our fun envelope because we did go to a playground and we bought them some little stamps and stuff like that from a cheap shop and stuff. So yeah. So takeaway was definitely empty. I do believe maybe 1 or 2 actual meals came from our debit account as well. So yeah, Princess Peach still has her 100. Like I said, it is her vet appointment this afternoon. If it's the same amount as it was last time, it's about 115. So I'll pull maybe 15 from medical, can go towards that. Because medical has 25, I think it is. Yeah, so I'm going to keep that in there as well. 15 or maybe it's 25. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same amount or less or more. Dogs have set off a toy. Can you stop it, please? Alright, I should shut the door. Peachy, stop. Peachy, leave him alone. Peachy. Come and lay down. No, she's running. Alright, so yeah, I'll leave that in there to cover vet. Actually, I might... Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just leave it. Spending has nothing minus the... Well, plus whatever I get from returning the mixer. Leo and Luca both have $110. Don't really know how that happened, but they spent absolutely nothing this month and they still have a fair bit of money. So in my budget this month, I'm not going to give them anything because that is more than enough. Their money is literally just there for maybe new clothes or shoes or a toy or whatever. So they don't need any more than that. Miscellaneous is my husband's birthday money. So I don't worry about that. And back to bank has nothing because I managed to put yeah, money back in. So that's that. No cash getting unstuffed, but I will take out my coins. I have a couple little McDonald's things in there. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8 in golds, and then I'll put my silvers in my silver jar. Oh, which is getting very heavy. Even though it's only half full. The jar itself is quite heavy. So I don't usually count this, I just chuck it in. Alright, let's get that over there. And like usual, I'll put my gold coins in here for my savings challenges. Now this is actually quite full with a fair bit of money. This is from marketplace sales, so that'll be there ready to stuff in my next savings challenge video. Okay, now getting to the budget. Budget is going to be very different this month. As I kind of mentioned at the beginning, we overspent a lot. We had to withdraw about $500 from our mortgage account just to cover our last few bills that we had at the end of the month. I don't know if I budgeted incorrectly or we just spent way too much money. We did have a few car bills come up. My husband needed new tyres, and then my 6-month registration and green slip were due, which I completely forgot about. I haven't written down on my annual bill tracker, but I just forgot to look and didn't realise it was coming up. So I didn't budget for them last month, so there wasn't enough in my car sinking fund to cover it all, so there was probably about $400 or $500 just come out of our debit account. And then there was also, I think there was something else that had to come out of our debit account as well, that I had kind of budgeted for, but it ended up being too much. So we, yeah, had to withdraw money from our, it's basically our savings account. We put it into our mortgage so it sits there as an offset, and our interest offsets off of it, but it is just our savings account. So yeah. Bit of a blow there, but that's fine. We've been spending probably more than usual, but there are like a few bits and pieces of things that we want. You know, we are adults and we have money coming in, and you know, sometimes we like to actually buy things that we want, not necessarily things that we need. Like we did our garden shed last month, and we laid like a concrete slab and that kind of thing. Like that wasn't necessarily budgeted for, so that does come out of our money. And yeah, so I'm going to only stuff certain sinking funds this month. I'm not going to do all of them because I always make the mistake of forgetting them the next month. I will write them all down, but they will just sit at 0. Income is still the same. Income hasn't changed, it hasn't reduced or anything like that, and our mortgage is still the same amount of payment. It hasn't increased, luckily. But yeah, I think we're just going to maybe skip a few things. I do know our electricity and gas can be skipped. Car definitely can't. That will be one that I will still definitely stuff. But yeah. So let's just... I need a coffee. I had too much talking. Hang on. Okay, so let's just do it. Yeah, so maybe one day we should play a game where every time I say so, we should take a shot. Or I try and cut a lot of these ums and so's out, but they don't. There you go. They still stay in there. I now have a Peachy on my lap, which is trying to wiggle her way around. She's not a sleepy little puppy anymore, which makes me sad. She's just a playful puppy now who likes to steal food out of my child's hands, which is something I'm trying to teach her not to do, but I'm not quite sure how. If any of you have like dog training, maybe like YouTube channels to recommend to me to kind of give me the tips and tricks on specific ways to teach her not to do specific things. Like I know how to get her to do basic skills, like she can sit and she comes to her name, but yes, like certain things like leave it and that kind of thing I'm struggling with a little bit. But yeah, so once again, let's get into it. Here's last month's budget. As always, Oh, I've forgotten to make my sticky note. So, don't mind me one sec. I'm going to do my little sticky notes. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've got that done now. So, this month there will be 3 of my payments, 4 daycare payments, 5 mortgage payments, and my Audible special offer has ended. So now it is $16.45 again. And my One Pass, I found a deal to get the annual subscription half price. So I can't quite remember how much it was, but I have paid that, so I don't need to put that in monthly anymore. It will end up as a sinking fund to save for next year. So let's get into October. I should probably fill out this calendar so I know when things come out. Maybe I'll do that after. I don't know. But yes, income was... I forgot to write down the income. Okay. Husband's income was 6,733. He got paid this morning. And like I said, there will be 3 of mine. I also got one this morning. 311 times 3 is 933. Me. And I do believe my father-in-law has set up direct debits to cover Netflix and stuff again. I don't quite know how much that is going to be, so I'm just going to put in, I think he's putting in 30, because he uses our Netflix and our YouTube Premium. So this could possibly be off by around 10. I don't know if he's giving us 20 or 30, so we'll just put 30. Alright, so that should be all of our income. So 7,696. Okay. And mortgage is going to be 695 times 5. So that's 3,475. 3,475. Daycare 88 times 4 is 352. I'm just writing all these in first just so that I don't forget. And Audible is 1650. Alright, now I'll go back to last month and put in all the rest. Okay, I believe that is all. Okay, so house insurance is 165. Internet is 62, I think. No, 63. Phones is 35. Streaming is 64. Google storage is $4.50. Canva is 18. Water is 130. Now I'm so glad that I did end up increasing water to 130 instead of 100, because we just got our water bill and we have $45 in credit, which is awesome. I will leave it at 130, being hotter weather now. We're probably going to use the sprinkler a bit more, filling up my little kids' little paddling pool thing they have. So we probably will use more water over the next few months. So I will keep it at 130 and hope that 45 we have in credit this month works out and we shouldn't necessarily have to pay the next bill. Liam and Luca still get $20 direct debited each month. That will always stay that. Okay, so based off the looks of last month, daycare's the same. Mortgage, there's an extra mortgage payment this month. I think my husband's next pay falls on a Tuesday, so mortgage comes out Monday, so that's where that extra kind of one comes from, where the rest come out at the end of the week, so it'll be covered by the next pay. Alright, so let's go for gold. Let's add these up. Alright, 4,363 is our total fixed expenses for the month, and so that gives us a remainder 7,696 minus 4,363. What a funny number. Alright, so we have 3,333 remaining. Variable expenses, these will stay somewhat the same because we still need to buy groceries and they are still very expensive. So our variables are groceries, fuel, hang on. How have I forgotten? Maybe I need to finish this coffee. Oh yeah, takeaway, medical, Leo, Luca, spending, husband spending. Is that all? Grocery spending, Leo, Luca, husband, petrol, takeaway, medical. Yep, okay. Groceries, 1,000. Fuel, doing pretty good with 300, so 150 each, because that has lasted me perfectly a month. Takeaway, might leave that. Medical can get 20. Leo and Luca are going to get 0. So takeaway, spending, and husband, I'm going to skip for now. Because I'm going to allow ourselves to have some more spending money this month, which includes, you know, going out to eat and that kind of thing. So I'll leave takeaway as well. So that is 1,320. I'm just going to put that here in my budgeted, just so I can do a quick roundup. So that's $2,000. So if I try and keep this to 1,000, no, that's too much. Is it? I don't know. I will still need to stuff Christmas and things like that. Let's just go takeaway. What do I usually do for takeaway? Is it 100? Yeah, takeaway is usually 100. Okay, let's just do takeaway 200. And my husband and I 300. So he can have 200. He doesn't spend any money. Okay, so that's 700 there. So that is 2 grand. So let's just take away 700 from this. 1,300, 13. My dad's trying to say hello. 13 was his lucky number. Alright, so let's do sinking funds. This is all over the place because I have no idea what we're doing, and that's just how life has been lately. So I will put all these in, most of them will get nothing, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm actually going to go through my sinking funds to see what I have, and that will determine how much I can stuff. Alright, usual things like, so most of my bills will continue to get stuffed. Sorry, I got a hiccup there. So the ones that are bills will get what they usually get, e.g. Disney, Amazon, etc. So I'll just go through and do those. Okay, cars is going to get, last month was 300. Did I actually take that out? No, so that is in there. So I don't know why I stuffed the money last month, but then I didn't spend it, and I actually have no idea why I did that, because we ended up with less money. Whatever. Alright, cars will get 300 again because it needs it. Okay, now let's go fun 20, 30, 40, 50. Alright, there's like 60 in there. That can be skipped. Household can be skipped. Gifts can be skipped. Party can be skipped. Birthdays can be skipped. Doctors can be skipped. Cars, no. Electricity. We did just get another electricity bill, which I think was also only like 30 something. Why are those stuck together? Alright, so I think it was only 30 something, so I will have to pay that and put this back into the bank, but there's plenty in there for that. Gas, I have no clue how much that is, but it's definitely not that much. I'd say my gas bill is probably 110 or something like that. So that can be skipped. Land rents cannot be skipped. That's a very expensive bill. So, yeah, okay. So that is all of them done. So doctor is getting 0. Okay, 0, party 0, household 0, 0. Also 10. Gifts 0, 0, 0. Let's do 300 for Christmas. So we've got 300. $840. That looks pretty good. Just double checking. All the important ones are getting money. Yes. Okay, cool. So that is a total of 840. So let's do this over here. So we have 3333 minus 1320, which was this total, minus 840 gives us 1173. I'm just going to quickly write that here. Alright, and then it's just minus these. Harry, let's just minus those from here. It's at least 473. So let's do 300. And that's still $200. Don't think the others really need anything else. So I will add this somewhere over here. Let's do this to 50. And I will just keep this as, let's do 100 for savings challenges. And then the remainder as a buffer. So that will be 100, 123. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now that I've kind of worked it out, I know this isn't as organized as usual, just because I want to try something different. You know, we have money in our sinking funds for when we need them. So we're just going to enjoy ourselves. Now, at the end of the month, like, I very much doubt I'm going to be able to spend all of that. So I will either roll it over. I'll either roll it over and not stuff my own spending money next month, or I will put it in savings, or maybe, God forbid, I will actually spend it all. So we'll see. So that was Mum's right. Let's go through and do this. That is 220, 220. What is with these numbers today? So that is 113. And so 113, let's see if this actually works out. 300 plus 890. So that is 113, whoop, Mr. 1113 minus 890 is 223, which is perfect. So that is, double check, $223, total of 223, remainder of 0. Alright, so we did get there. Obviously, yeah, like I've said a couple times now, it looked very different to usual, and that's completely fine. We are only human. We have wants, needs, and desires. Like, that's just how it is. So let's just go with that. So yeah, my cash stuffing for this month will be groceries, fuel, medical, and I will do some spending, and then my sinking funds over here. The rest will, and my savings challenges, the rest will stay in our accounts. Like most of our spending, takeaway, I will leave that in there. Most of the time we order like through the, you know, whatever place we're ordering from, through their app or something. Maybe I'll do half, because we do get things from a little Chinese shop and stuff every now and then that only takes cash. So I might do 50 in cash and then the 150 in our account. Okay, so let's get my cash breakdown. Okay, cash breakdown is here. Let's fill this out. Gotta pay attention to it because I'm not writing everything down this time. Okay, it's a lot shorter list than usual. But let's fill those in. Groceries, we'll get 1,000. Let's not do 1,000. Let's do 8 and 4. Is that 1,000? Yeah. Okay. Fuel get. Right now. Alright, 10, 13, 16, 18, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 70, 40, 550, and 1,800. Look at that math. Let's just add these together and those and make sure we have the right amount. $24.60 is the total of these. I'm just going to put this here and add these. Yes, okay, we did it. $24.60. Okay, and let's do our cash breakdown. So unfortunately my phone storage filled up and I didn't realize before I did my cash breakdown, but it's all here. Luckily that's the only part we missed, but yeah. So cash breakdown is here, ready to go to the bank. Should be able to do it this afternoon. Might be tricky because I'll have Peach with me. I might have to drop her home first. But yes, okay. We did get there. It is done. I'm going to keep this over to the side so I can reference off it when I do my cash stuffing. But yeah, so a big old mess of everything today, but that's just how it's gonna be. Thank you all so much for watching and hopefully staying around till the end. And I will see you in my next video, which will be my cash stuffing. Bye guys.